fast, so it needs slowed down by the traction control. Good morning, comrades, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to sunny, beautiful, bit cold Nürburgring, although I'm wearing a t-shirt because we've been driving lots of hot cars today. And one of them is, for the change, we're actually shooting this intro and then we'll be driving the car. So hopefully the truck will remain open by the time we get in the car, because that's going to be typical Murphy's Law. But thanks to Jörg over here.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, and thank you so much for the invitation to give a go with the M2. Now, of course, there are a dime a dozen M2s on the Nürburgring, and we drove lots of them. But it is one of my favorite ones because it's an N55 version, right?
That's correct, N55.
And for me, it is actually one of the better suited cars. Better engines, because it's not too overpowered. You really need to use the momentum. It helps you go. And to help you do it even more, I believe you have a couple of interesting mods attached to it in terms of handling and suspension and wheels. So tell us in short about what we're working here with today.
It is a KW suspension. It's a competition. It's not a competition, it's a club sport. It's
Okay.
a club sport. It's 265 in the front, 295 in the back, 18 inch by Pro Track. It's a pole position inside. It's a 55 parts cage in there, half cage. And the rest basically is
What brakes are we running?
The brakes is stock.
Yeah.
But it's not the endless parts. It's the M performance parts.
Okay.
But probably you will feel it.
All right.
Almost the same.
All right.
From original W in black, not in blue.
Okay. Well, we'll have a look, and we're on Cup 2s.
Yeah,
so
Cup 2 is brand new.
So we need to rub them in.
And the setup is also brand new. So
Okay.
you're the first one on the track with this one.
Wow.
Yeah, you're the first one. So
All right. Well,
I'm
let's.
happy to hear your opinion on it.
Me too. I'm excited.
Yes.
So let's hop in, and of course, mandatory driver excuse. Brand new Cup 2s. These tires, you really need to rub them in, like any semi-slicks. But Cup 2s, I really know you need to do like 2 or 3 laps before they start actually like working and gripping. But I guess you did some trip here driving.
Yeah,
with
it's 200 k's on the autobahn.
Okay,
But
okay.
nevertheless, in this temperature, anyhow, it's
still,
not that easy to get temperature inside.
yeah, it's like 3 degrees Celsius right now.
Correct.
Anyway, enough talking. Let's hop in, do a lap, enjoy ourselves. So I'm gonna keep it in Sport Plus.
Yes.
Because not fully DMO or like not fully traction control up, because tires, I want to make sure that they're all good. It's also my first time with such a sporty rear-wheel driven car. So for everyone that's gonna complain like, oh, it's no traction up, you don't know how to drive, watch some of my old videos from last year. So we'll have plenty of more action this year. It's great.
Oops.
With the sun. Sorry for that.
So not too bad, okay? First time in the car, don't remember. It's no test drive.
Yeah.
You are the test driver now. holding
good.
it?
It's I need to get used to it. The problem of mine is that I drive so many different cars.
Oh yeah.
The one before this was a C63 Black Series.
Well.
So it's like, you know, like bolty.
Yeah.
So the first impression of this car for you is like, oh, that's like very direct. I'm like, yeah, that's supposed to be. But it's good. It's the back end is a bit. Is this witchy?
Is it too soft?
Not too soft. It's on the soft side, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily bad because it does help you to pick up, go through the curves. I would say even the compression might be even a bit too hard because when we came out of the foxhole over the curb, the car really jumped.
Yeah, it does.
That's because of the tire pressure, that was the issue.
Ah, okay.
So I've been trying to put it in sport or anything, but nope. Caution when you see flashing lights out of the car.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us take inside, but we're being massively slowed down by the traction control. It doesn't have this much of an initial bite like Endless would have, for example.
Yeah.
But it's not horrible. I mean, I'm also not putting too much stress on them the second half of the lap always to make sure that everything is good, since I don't know how they might all of a sudden be gone completely. But they're holding up nicely. I mean, they let us slow down.
Yeah.
They let us do what we are doing. At this point, it's really the sad part is the traction control. It's really like slowing us down out of the corners.
Yeah.
It's not even it's not even sport mode. It's just like fully on, and you cannot switch it off. So that costs us like
a couple of seconds.
I would say close to 20 seconds probably. Even. I mean, second per kilometer is very normal. understand that.
Yeah.
But like that entry into Galgenkopf,
Yes.
that's always, it could be like a big balls entry, you know. You're like,
Yes, of course.
The less speed you scrub through it, and you turn in, and you go next to the curb, and you end up on the outside.
Yeah.
And this car was very comfortable to do whatever I did with it. Probably you look back on the speedometer, it's like 50 kilometers per hour slower than the average driver. But
so for me as an amateur, would you advise me to change something?
No,
or
no.
Is it good drivable like this?
It's very good because it's very now that I drove the full lap and I recalibrated my brain to it. It's very neutral steered.
Okay.
So it doesn't want to kill you and oversteer, but it also doesn't like understeer or something. It's really nice. Like as someone who is like doesn't want to get killed by
of
stupid cars and just wants to enjoy and get better at truck driving in a safe manner.
Correct.
I think this is a very responsible setup. And
okay, nice.
I think this is also a very, very nice indicator for you because we only scraped, well, Foxhole was one, the Tiergarten,
yes.
I think there was one more somewhere.
Yeah, 3.
There were 3 scrapes in total. But this means it doesn't scrape like everywhere.
No.
This means that it only if you like go flat out somewhere, it ends up scraping, yes.
Okay.
So that could be for you an indicator. Once you will make the car scraping yourself,
yes,
then you can work with setup more.
Okay, but
until then, let it be.
Okay.
Because it's then forgiving, you know. It's then not too direct, not too sharp.
Understand.
I think it's good for what it is, and once it start becoming a problem, then you can do something.
Okay.
But I think now it's
this is good to know because that gives me, as a more or less amateur driver, a lot of trust.
yes. No, it's
that is always nice to hear this opinion.
It's really good. Like I said, for me, it was just like really the beginning of the lap. I really need to like think like shit. That's very direct. Like
direct steering is I like it. Really,
no. I mean, but because I drove a C63 like big, you know, like
but
a boat.
What must be also fun this car.
Of course, it was super emotional. It was amazing. You know, it was like a bucket list item. But then compared to this, you hop into this like, oh my god, why is this so direct? And like, you know, when you go from this into a Lotus or something, you're like, why is this such a boat? You know.
I got
so it's you always need to put like know what you're comparing with, and that's actually quite a good point. We are thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much.
It was lots of fun. You're doing track day tomorrow?
I do the track day tomorrow, yes.
Enjoy. I hope you're gonna have lots of fun.
Yeah, I hope so
Just
too.
make sure that you're there out for yourself. Don't try to prove to anyone anything.
No. I even driving with a race coach tomorrow.
Perfect. Who are you going out with?
It's Patrick Schneider.
Nice. Nice. He's good. He's good.
I mean, he's driving the BMW Challenge. He's good, especially in this car.
Is he still doing Hyundai or?
No, I think he was with AMG this weekend on the Hockenheim. I think he's coming back from Hockenheim.
He's been doing everything.
I know.
He had the RA, GT4, and Supra. He's
and he's his own company though. There's up to race, and he's his own. He's driving the BMW Challenge with his own car.
That's cool.
It's his old car.
That's good. Yeah, you're in safe hands.
Yeah. So I met him a couple of 2 years ago, and I said this is always good to learn something.
Yeah.